Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Virginia iRacing League Summer Series. It's Season 3, Round number 4, the Hanks Hardware 145, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. Well, we're here at Myrtle Beach Speedway and getting ready to get things going here. Forever dealing with these computers, trying to get this stuff working right. Hopefully everything will hold together here tonight and get the show on the road. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor, as always, JS Design, the official paint shop of Rice Motorsports TV. Now let's talk a quick. We're getting ready to start qualifying. Actually, the AI cars, they're heading on out there to turn their qualifying laps, and we'll go down there and check out the human drivers here in a moment. But last week we were having some serious issues, connection issues, and what we ended up doing, we had to take the results from qualifying, and we used those and applied the race points to it, and you can see where the human drivers ranked in there. Paul Smith, he was 8th fastest. See Paul Bajanic and Harold Rothery 10th and 11th. Casaza and Kosalova down there 14th, 15th. And so that's where they ended up. And the points ended out like this. Kosalova, he's still in the lead. He actually increased his lead just a little bit by 17 points over Paul Bajanic. Rothery moved up, and he moved up into the 3rd position. But Paul Smith also had some good numbers, and it moved him into a tie into 3rd with Harold Rothery. John Casaza got leapfrogged by both of them. He's now down into the 5th position. But hey, that could all change here tonight. We'll wait and see what's going on. Their teammates, they've been working hard, and let's see how they're doing. Dave Kamer, he's Paul Bajanic's teammate. He actually moved into the lead as far as the teammate challenge here. Brian Rainville now in that 2nd position. Tony Gardner, he remains unchanged in the 3rd spot. That's Andy Kosalova's teammate. Ashton Rice did move ahead of Mike Berg. Ashton is Harold Rothery's teammate, and Mike Berg is John Casaza's teammate. And it looks like a lot of the we still have a few AI cars that have to turn their qualifying laps. Now, we do have it set up for 3 hot laps, because some of these tracks, it's weird. Depending on where your pit box is, it takes one of your laps from you. So, man, that's the fun of creating your own races. You can make your own rules. So we actually have 3 hot laps. So we're waiting for the rest of these AI cars to finish turning their laps. And let's see, I see a lot of them already have their time. Look like we may have another, I don't know, 5 or 6 to go at the moment. Nigel Patterson, he's actually on provisional pole right now with that 18.913. That will be the time to beat. David Carrillo, he's coming in. He's already done. Right now, he's still in the provisional outside pole there. Of course, we still have the human drivers have to go on out. Look at Ashton Rice. She's 4th quickest right now with the 18.949. And that's probably the highest I've seen her all weekend long. And then let's see, have the other drivers been out yet? We still have a few out there. Kevin Bobbitt, he's 17th quickest. Anybody, I'd say below, like say 15th position or lower, they're kind of on the bubble. So right now he's looking like he'll be in the heat race, the consolation race, to get some bonus points. He's wrapping up. Chris Wiedner, he's showing 19th because he'll be in there as well. And so we're going to get ready to get the, I think Mike Berg, can't see him. He's qualified. Right now he's 10th fastest, so he might make the cut. So that's good news for both Harold Rothery and John Casaza. Their teammates have a shot here of getting in there. We still have I think we still have a couple of cars. There's Kevin Bobby. He's coming on in. He's P11 at the moment. Tony Gardner, P3. Sometimes I think these AI cars take like an extra lap or 2, but it looks like all of the AI cars are making their way down on the pit road. And we should be, let's see, where's Matt Holden? Oh, yeah, he's already coming in as well. So looks like Andy Kosalova, he's going to be the first one out. Your points leader as we start round number 4 here tonight. And we'll see what old Andy can get done here tonight. At Myrtle Beach, going around, take the green flag. Consolova, his teammate Tony Gardner, wow, right now his teammate is in P3, so he's looking pretty good. He definitely made the feature race. Now, did I just see him tap the wall there or scrape the wall? Maybe not. If he did, that first lap's not going to count. Let's see what happens when it comes to the stripe here. Did he get a time yet? And no, I think he must have touched the wall because he did not get a time. He'll try to pick it up this time, making his way down to turns 3 and 4. Nice clean exit off of 4, getting it up close to that wall. Got to get at least one hot lap in, and he does have one. And boy, he's in trouble right now. He's in the drop zone, P17. And did he get the? I thought he might have had another lap that he could do. The guys might have decided just do hot laps anyway and be done with it. Ron Walters. Good to see old Ron Walters back. Now, he has been, I tell you, he finally made his way back to the league. I tell you, he's been out running around, gallivanting all around the country. Hey, you can't blame him. He's retired. He's having fun, man. You know, good to see him back on track, though. Right now, he's P20. Boy, he's probably got a little rust to shake off. And he looks like he might be joining Kosolova in the heat race if they get bumped. Right now, he's 20th fastest. Let's see what happens when he crosses the line here. And does he move up that order? And boy, his time improves, but he is still 20th fastest. Next up, we've got Harold Rothery. He's the season 1 champion. Harold going out now and coming to the line to start his first hot lap here. We've got 3 more drivers to go after Harold. Makes his way down through turns 3 and 4. Coming to the stripe, let's see what time he puts on the board first. And P12, a 19.076. See if he can pick that up. And he crosses the stripe. Let's see, does he improve his time? Unfortunately, he does not improve. So right now, he's still 12th fastest. Next up is the number 12 of Paul Smith. All taking that Haviland machine out. Coming around now to start his first hot lap here. Don't know. This is you know, we've raced this track before. I think it was back in season 1, though. So it's been a while since we've been here, because we did not race here last season. Paul coming around now, finished that first hot lap. Let's see what he gets here as he crosses the stripe. And he's 24th fastest, 19.640. And you know, right now we're looking at we're looking at 2 guys that might be in the heat race. Paul Smith, he improves his time, but he is still 24th fastest at the moment. And next up, there's John Casaza making his way out onto the track. And he comes to a stop for some reason, not exactly sure why. Because we still have, I think John is the last one to go out. Yeah, we have John coming out here. I think he decided to abort that before he hit the start finish line and start that hot lap. And make sure maybe something wasn't set right on his wheel or whatever, you know. So as long as you don't hit that start finish line, you're okay. So take 2 here for John Casaza. Coming around now, going to commit to this qualifying as he crosses the stripe. Clock's running now for the number 15. I think John said he's going to try to run a different paint scheme every week. Coming around, complete his first hot lap. Let's see what he gets there. And he is, 25th? I'm kind of shocked at these times. I don't get it. He's slowing down. And there's Paul Bajanic. Maybe he's done. I think, Casaza's coming in. So there's Paul Bajanic. And very shocked. I don't understand. We've got, this is something, this is very odd that these guys are in. I don't know how we can, I'm not sure if we can fix that or not. Because a lot of these, 2 or 3 of these guys are going to be racing in the consolation race. They're not going to make the heat race, and I'm a little surprised at that. Paul Bajanic, 22nd fastest. Kosalova, he's at P18, and right now him and Harold Rothery are looking like the only 2 that made the cut. Let's see what happens if Paul Bajanic crosses the line. Where did he move to? Wow, by the skin of his teeth. Paul Bajanic, P19, and he just does get in there. Wow. And I think that's all of the qualifying. So, wow, that's qualifying is done. And so we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get reset for the heat race, and we'll be right back. And you're watching Hanks Hardware 145 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back here for the Hanks Hardware 145, and now we're rolling over to the heat race, and we see the guys, they're making their way out onto the track. This is unbelievable, and there are some names in here I would not expect to see in here at all. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting grid there. It's Dave Kamer. He's will be starting on the pole here. Ron Walters did not make the cut for the feature event. Chris Wiener starting 3rd. Chris Leone is 4th. Paul Smith is 5th. And John Casaza starting shotgun on the field. So, wow, what now? That's interesting. Wow, because like say for now, Ron Walters, he hasn't been here since the season started. I can see him maybe being a little rusty. But talk about bad luck for John Casaza. And the craziest thing is his teammate has been getting bumped from qualifying in the last couple of rounds. And now he got bumped and his teammate made it in. So go figure on that one, folks. Unbelievable. But these guys that are racing here now, they'll be racing for consolation points. Those will be the points that they receive for this week's event, and that will be it. And the rest of it, they'll be relying on their teammates. Dave Kamer, that is Paul Bajanic's teammate. So his teammates, Paul Bajanic's teammate, is not in the race either. And we're coming around. Got the green flag.
Green, green, green.
10-lap event. Lap number 1 is Dave Kamer. Chris Whedon are in that 2nd position. Ron Walters is 3rd. Paul Smith 4th. Casaza is in the 5th spot, and he's battling with the 26th there, Chris Leone. Ron Walters trying to catch up to the 2 front runners there. And boy, he's getting really close now to Chris Wiedner and Dave Kamer. Walters taking a little look down on the inside. Oh, no, and he gets in the he collects the 12 there, Paul Smith, and they can, no caution flags. We continue on. So Ron Walters a little over anxious there, a little too aggressive, trying to squeeze his nose in there, and he pays the price for it. And unfortunately, he collects Paul Smith, and Paul Smith unfortunately got into the pits. Ron Walters continues to race. So meanwhile, we're on lap 5 of the 10-lap heat race here. Chris Wiedner, he continues in that first spot. Dave Kamer in that second position. John Casaza now trying to fight to hold on to that third position with Chris Leon. And boy, I tell you, that is a super tough break there for Paul Smith. He's on pit road, but I think he's towing back to the pits, and doubtful that he won't even unless he decides to come out and finish the heat. It'll be over by the time he gets back out there, probably, because it takes a while to get in there. Hamer's still in that second position. Casaza's still a little too far back to really try to catch him. Now on lap 8 of 10. So right now it's just a matter of him holding on. Ron Walters is pretty much on the other side of the track. He was in third, now back to the 5th position. Coming around now, they'll be getting the white flag next time around. Still Chris Wiedner, Dave Kamer in that second spot. Saaz is getting a little closer, but I don't know if he'll really be able to catch the number 11 in just one lap. They're coming around now. The white flag is in the air. So one more lap now Chris Wiedner, he's nobody's teammate. Dave Kamer, that's Paul Bajanic's teammate, so at least he'll get the second position here. So Chris Wiedner, he'll get that, win the heat race. Casaza ends up in the 3rd spot. Ron Walters in the 5th position, and Paul Smith will just be he'll be scored in that 6th position, and so that'll be it for the heat race here. And now we're rolling over to the warm-up section, and we have 5 minutes there. And while we warm up, let's take a look at the race info here tonight. And of course, it's a 73-degree air temperature. Winds are a little gusty at 10 miles an hour, and track temperature is 76 degrees. Of course, now we saw the individual qualifying. Oh, I apologize for that graphic. That's not round 1. This is round 4. But we already did the qualifying there, and so we have a 40% field, 2 sets of tires, and it's actually 145 laps, and so that's what we'll have. That graphic is not correct, but it's actually 145 laps here tonight. They do have 2 sets of tires to work with this evening, so it'll be interesting to see how all this works out. I'm going to grab. Let's look at those qualifying results here, and we can see who's actually in the top 20 there. And let's see. Where did I see? I saw Andy Kosalova, both him and Paul Bajanic, they're 18th and 19th respectively. Harold Rothery's in there somewhere. Yeah, he's in the 12th position. And boy, I tell you, I guess they're a little surprised by that. Let me grab Harold real quick and talk with him. Hey, Harold, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Tony, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man. Boy, I tell you, that was kind of surprising the way that qualifying went out there tonight. I wasn't expecting some of those guys to be in the drop zone there.
Yeah, they was, I don't know. Well, Ron's been on vacation, so I knew he was going to be a little slow. But John and Paul, I'm not sure why they were so slow. But, I don't know. Maybe their teammates can help them out this week and get them up there.
10-4. I was just speaking to the audience about how ironic Casaz's teammate made the cut this week when he didn't. And
Right.
he's been the one
Last
been
week
carrying.
he didn't make.
Yeah, he's been carrying the load for 2 weeks now. So now it's time for his teammate to step up. Well, Mike Berg, he's in there, but definitely going to be interesting though for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a good race. Going to be a race that we're going to have to save tires. This is a big track. It eats tires up, so we're going to have to save our tires tonight.
10-4.
Be patient.
Absolutely. I'm gonna put you back down to the channel down there. Good luck. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks, Tony.
Okay, that's Harold Rothery there, folks. And as he goes back on out and takes a little bit more advantage of some of the warm-up time here, we're going to go ahead and pause for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, folks, getting ready to get going, getting the show on the road here. Let's look at that starting grid. Nigel Patterson will be starting on the pole. David Carrillo second, Tony Gardner third, Travis Sollenberger in the fourth spot. Ashton Rice is fifth, Clay Rice sixth. Seventh will be Ian Sudol, Matt Holden eighth, Terrell Rice ninth. Mike Berg rounds out the top 10. In the 11th position, we have Kevin Bobbitt with Harold Rothery 12th, Oliver Stevens 13th, Brian Rainville 14th, 15th is Chris Page, 16th Jay Scullin, Sam Oliver is 17th, Andy Kosalova in the 18th position. And coming around now, we got the green flag, and we are racing here at Myrtle Beach. And Jeff Rubin was bringing up the shotgun on the field. Nigel Patterson, he's off and running. But look at this pack of cars back here. Nigel Patterson and Ashton Rice there. The 36 there, David Carrillo. A little further back, Mike Berg, he's currently in the 11th position. A lot of activity going on, and Harold Rothery, he's back there in the 13th position now. Trying to make his way up through the field. Trying to make his way through, battling hard there, trying to get down on the inside of the 14 of Kevin Bobbitt. Looks like he just squeezed down on the inside there. So right now he's showing in the 10th position, waiting for the timing and scoring to catch up with us here. Need to refresh that there. And wow, can you believe it's only lap 2 of 145? A little bit further back, let's see, Andy Kosalova. Not sure if this is a track he's familiar with that much. Oh, he just did touch the 7 there of Jeff Rubin as he tries to squeeze through. Kosalova now in that 18th position. Paul Bajanic, defending season 2 champion right now. He is right at the tail end of the field. And well, I'll tell you, I got the funny feeling my internet's acting weird here. We'll keep it rolling because my timing and scoring isn't flowing like you would expect it to be. But everything's still going, so let me check something here. Yeah, no connection issues that I can see there, so that's good. Now Rothery now up to that 8th position. Boy, he's right on the bumper of Matt Holden, the 25 car. I tell you, these guys, they get that adrenaline in them, and you just got to try not to overdrive yourself and get yourself in a little bit of trouble. But so far, so good. Let's see, his teammate, Ashton Rice, boy, she's up in the 2nd position at the moment. So good job there for the 49 car. Tony Gardner, he's out to just about a 1.5 second lead.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got us a caution. Oh no, and is it who I think it's Harold Rothery. Oh man, he's trying super hard to get up there, and just something happened. And let's see if we can go back and find out what happened there. Let's go back to the replay here, see if we can see what happened. If the replay will work for me. I wonder if it's just time for another computer or something. I just don't understand. Everything is just going really crazy here lately. I'm trying to get my replay going here, and it's not. It's kind of like frozen on me here. I don't know what in the world it's going to get here in a second. But obviously Harold Rothery was in. Obviously, he was in a battle with somebody, and something went wrong. You know, we saw him in that traffic, and still waiting for my computer to do whatever it's going to do. I'd never seen my computer act like before. It's really running slow and so weird because it's just something with iRacing. I just don't know what it is. It works perfectly in any other capacity. But when it comes to iRacing, my computer just is having fits here lately, and this week and last week. And right now, you know what? We're just going to shut down the timing and scoring and do a reboot here because that there's no way to I can't hardly do anything with it like this. Now the race is still going on, so don't worry about that. But and we do have live timing and scoring, but that's going to reset as well. And let's go ahead and get the race going here. Now I can't. Let me make sure we're at the live feed here right now. So Harold Rothery, he's coming down on pit road. If we get a chance now, being as I had to restart the timing and scoring, we didn't get a chance to see exactly what happened. But he probably just got, we've been seeing him racing real hard door to door with the drivers there and stuff, the other drivers, and might have got into somebody there a little bit. And let's see. Come on.
Green, green, green.
Oh, we got a green flag, and the racing has resumed here already. And let's see, is Harold Rothery, is he on pit road or is he racing? Oh, he's on. I see what's going on. He is on the tail end of the lead lap, I guess, from the looks of it here. Yep. He is in the 20th position on the tail end, the 67th, Travis Sollenberger. Whatever happened, I don't know if it involved him or not, but he is, I would think Sollenberger is going to go a lap down. He's coming into pit road, so he's definitely going to lose a lap. That's Harold Rothery's teammate, Ashton Rice. She's leading the race at this moment. Let's see where the other human drivers are. Where is Andy Kosalova? There's Andy. He's in the 16th position. And I see a couple other drivers coming on pit road. Oliver Stevens making his way down on the pit road. Paul Bajanic currently running in the 15th position. Now lap 17 of 145. Harold Rothery, he's still on the tail. Boy, now that's kind of an ironic situation to be in. He's on the tail end of the lead lap, and his teammate is about to put him a lap down. So I guess the question is, do you really fight that all that hard? I mean, she's leading the race. So in that particular situation, I guess you would let him, if she catches him, go ahead and let her on by. There he is. There's teammate Ashton Rice right there. And all the Rice kids are up at the front. Clay Rice is second, and Terrell Rice in the third position, which is a little odd too, because now these AI drivers, it's very random how they perform. It's just track to track. I guess this is a good track for them, I guess, because don't normally see them up that high. A little further down, Nigel Patterson in the my timing and scoring is trying to catch up, obviously, because that is not Travis Sollenberger based on that graphic. It's trying its best to catch up with what we're doing here. But Nigel Patterson is in that sixth position, a little bit further back. Now there's Mike Berg. Like I was saying earlier, John Casaza, he did not make the feature race, so now he's hoping that his teammate will be okay. Mike Berg right now in the 10th position, so not bad at all. Looks like he just dropped down to, he's having a nice battle there with the 25. Matt Holden battling for that 10th spot. A little further back, there's Andy Kosalova. Now he's running 15th. He's got Paul Bajanic right there in front of him. And I think that's a lap car between him and Paul Bajanic. Can't tell who it is right now. But Andy's currently running in the 15th spot. Paul Bajanic's right there. And that the relative box there, that's not accurate right now. That has to that's not showing the right information there. We need to we might try to reload it once again, see if we can refresh the graphic. But Harold Rothery, he continues to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. Teammate Ashton Rice not too far behind. I mean, she can see him right there. And she's pulled out a little bit of a gap between her and Clay Rice at the moment. And the Rice boys, they're back there battling. Clay Rice and Terrell Rice battling for second and third. Paul Vajanic, he's still back in the 14th position. It looked like Andy Kosalova, he's got the, who is that? He's got the 36, David Carrillo, boy, right on his tail. He's really giving him a run for his money right now. Kosalova trying to hold him off. And I think these guys are, you know, they're talking about maybe trying to save tires and stuff. I don't know how much saving tires is going to go on out there tonight. It seems to me like they're having to push really hard. While Andy Kosalova, he's battling, and that's the 33 ahead of him, Oliver Stevens. And Stevens is actually showing in the 19th position. He's one lap down. That's Ron Walters' teammate. Ron, this is his first weekend this season. So Ron was also one of the other drivers that did not make the feature race, but at least his teammates in there and will get considerably more points than he will. Those guys continue to battle there. Andy Kosalova, Paul Bajanic is down the road just a little ways from him. And Eldorado is behind them in the 18th position. He's behind them in 18th position, but he's ahead of them. That's so funny. You can see where he's actually behind them in 18th, but he's almost a lap down. He could just about see where those guys are battling, and he's managing to stay ahead of his teammate Ashton Rice. And I apologize, the graphics are not keeping up when I switch the camera to different drivers. But we're on board here with Harold Rothman. I do believe we're 31 laps in. If that graphic is correct, in fact, I'm gonna set something up here so I can see exactly. So it'll show me exactly what I need to see. And yeah, we're actually 34 laps in. So that graphic, the timing and scoring might be a little off. If you're looking at, there's a link to timing and scoring in the description. But if you're looking at that, that's probably off right now, because I've just been really having some good weird situation with my internet. I restarted my router and everything, and it still has not corrected itself. But you know, we got to press on anyway. But for the most part, the standings is pretty much correct here from what I can see. Sollenberg is actually in the 19th position. He's showing 20th on the screen, but he's actually in 19th spot right now. Let's just check back here with Andy Kosalova. Boy, Andy Kosalova, he's got, who is that behind him? That is the 67 there, Travis Sollenberger. Now, Sollenberger, he's at least one lap down. I think he might be actually 2 laps down. But I'm sure he's pressing Andy Kosalova pretty hard there. Paul Bajanic's kind of holding his own at the moment. Paul is actually running in the 14th position. As we come around now, and your leader, Ashton Rice, she's getting ready to start lap 40. Like I said, that graphic up at the top is completely inaccurate. Matter of fact, I'm going to just turn that off for a moment, and we'll see if we can get that to reload here. And she's still not getting any closer to her teammate. Well, I take that back. She is a little bit closer. They're definitely on the same straightaway. From what I can tell, my graphics, but my connection, I'm not getting any problem with the connection. Looks like the graphics are kind of showing the right thing now, at least for the moment anyway. And there she is, and there's Harold Rothery on the tail end of trying to stay on that lead lap as best he can. Paul Bajanic, he's been back in that 14th position for quite a while. He really hasn't made any gains on anybody else up in front of him. So he's just doing what he can to just keep things rolling along here. Yeah, he's got Kevin Bobbitt, number 14 car, who's in the 13th position ahead of him. But those graphics are not they're freezing up on me here tonight, and so I don't know what the actual gap is, but you can see for yourself there. There he is, and there's Bobbitt. They're pretty much on the same straightaway anyway. Andy Kosilova behind him, and he is still battling with that 67. But that is not for position though, and I guess the main thing, if these the guys think about who it is they're battling with, if it's not a battle for position, that's something to let go of. Now those cars behind him, the 36 and the number 30, now that is for position. That's David Carrillo and Tony Gardner. They are trying to catch the 93 of Andy Kosilova, and the 67 there, Travis Sollenberger. He's kind of just in the way a little bit. Kosilova is trying his best to try to stay ahead of those guys, and oh boy, I don't know. The 67 is kind of blocking them in, ironically, which is good for Kosilova. And these men just stay there. And let's see, there's Harold Rothery, and it's amazing. He's up to this point. Oh, and here comes Ashton Rice here, and this is lap 49. Ignore what it's saying on that banner up at the top. That graphic is just frozen. That is not working at all here tonight. We're just gonna get rid of that altogether because that's annoying me. So it's just not showing the right thing. So Ashton Rice, she's coming down on pit road, and that's going to hand the lead to Terrell Rice. And I'll give you a run. We're on lap 51. He just started lap 51 of 145. Paul Bajanic still remaining in that 12th spot, trying his best, trying to catch the 14 there, Kevin Bobbitt. And boy, I tell you, he hasn't really been able to make any headway there. It seems like he's getting a little closer. Data display. Let me see if I can get the interval here somewhere. And no, I don't see that in here. Okay, there we go. I do have an interval. There we go. Okay. Kevin Bobbitt, he's Paul Bajanic's about half a second behind the 14 car. Charles continues to lead. He's now on 55, lap 55. He hasn't stopped. Everybody in the top 11 from Paul Bajanic on up to your leader have yet to stop. So they're a little off sync. Andy Kosilova, he hasn't stopped either. He's currently in the 14th position. That 36 did get past him. That's David Carrillo. So Andy Kosilova about 1.1 seconds behind the 36 there. Paul Bajanic now in that, he was 12th. Now he's in the 11th position. Still chasing Kevin Bobbitt, mind you. But I think somebody must have pitted and moved him up a spot. On lap 58, Terrell Rice just going into turns 3 and 4, 1 and 2 there, coming on the backstretch, starting lap 58. Teammate there for John Casazza, Mike Berg, the number 45, currently running in the 6th position, so that's real good considering John didn't make the cutoff. And let's see, Paul Smith, who is his teammate? His is Brian Rainville, and Brian Rainville's right there in the 5th spot. So, boy, I tell you, John Casazza and Paul Smith, both their teammates, doing very good to help them get some points here, and they're definitely going to need them here tonight. Because Paul Smith, he had moved into a tie with Harold Rothery for that 3rd position as he went into tonight's race. So, you know, he'll definitely be he'd be interested in getting as many points as he can, and his teammate getting as many points as he can. I'm gonna keep working on that graphic. See if we that's showing 63 laps, and it's just showing him starting. From what I'm seeing on the screen here, he's just starting lap 63, and that's weird. I don't know why that's showing 64. It's like it's a lap ahead, or I guess it's anything 63 plus whatever is they're actually into the 64th lap. So Harold Rothery, let's see where Harold Rothery is. He's in that 15th position on the tail end of the lead lap, and Terrell Rice right there behind him. And I tell you, he's constantly been fighting to stay on that lead lap all race long. Andy Kosalova is in that 14th spot, a little further down the road. Paul Bajanic's ahead of him. Paul Bajanic about to get into a bunch of traffic here. Paul's currently in that 13th position. This is where you got to be careful working that traffic. He's staying up on that high line there. And so far so good. He's hanging in there, trying to he's actually battling with the 36 of David Carrillo. That is a battle for the 12th position. Carrillo has it. Paul Bajanic wants it. Behind him, Andy Kosalova. Now, the guy behind him is the 33 of Oliver Stevens, but he is not on the lap. He's at least one lap down, so got a little bit of a buffer there. Got Stevens right behind him, and also the 16 of Chris Page. Both those guys are at least a lap down, so even if they were to pass Kosalova, that wouldn't be a problem for him. Paul Bajanic, meanwhile, he's kind of going up and down the order. We saw him at 12th and 11th, and now he's back to 13th, and now he's battling with Kevin Bobbitt. He was chasing Kevin Bobbitt for a good little while, and just moved into the 12th position. And he's way up there in the marbles. Hang on there. That's probably not a good place to be. He got to 12th there momentarily. You got somebody coming down pit road. That's Ian Sudal. Now that's going to move everybody up in order. Jay Scullins also coming down pit road. Two drivers on pit road. That'll help some of the other drivers move up the order. The graphic is still freezing up on us a little bit, but we're on lap 72, or I should say 73. And Terrell Rice finally coming down on the pit road, and that'll probably be good news for Harold Rothery, I would imagine. Get a little bit of pressure off of him. See a lot of your front runners coming in. Nigel Patterson, he's also coming down on pit road. So Jeff Rubin, he's already in there. 25, Matt Holden making his way in. So a lot of other drivers now moving up the order. Mike Berg, he's this is their first times coming in. Sarah Oliver, she's on pit road. Oh, Mike Berg's also coming in. So a lot of these guys are kind of hitting their window here, I guess. Now Paul Bajanic, he has yet to pit. He has not pitted either, and he's one of the few drivers that are still out there that have yet to pit at all. Both him and Andy Kosalova. Paul Bajanic now cycling. I'm trying to get that stupid graphic off the screen since it's froze up on there. Let me get that out of there. Go away. There we go. And Paul Bajanic, the number 3 machine there, he's currently in the 3rd position. And you know what I might do, just so that we can kind of, I don't like to use the interface on the iRacing interface, but I'm just going to do it tonight just so that we can see where we are and stuff a little bit. Paul Bajanic, you can see he's in the 3rd spot. That's too much, taking up too much space though. We can't leave that up there all the time like that. But we can just leave it like this, because I want you guys still to be able to see. We can check it momentarily to see what's going on. And you can even see down the bottom what position he's in. He's running in the 3rd position there. Kosalova down on pit road. He was in the 4th position, so he's going to lose some spots as he comes down on pit road. And let's see here. Looks like he is going to get. We're here on what lap we're on? We're on lap 77. We're about halfway. So he's getting right side tires anyway. Looks like he's going to get a full set here, full service here for Kosalova. And on his way, and he's going to come back out. And let's see where he ends up at. Kosalova's on his way out. I believe that was a 23.1 pit stop for Andy Kosalova. Of course, that's going to put him down there in the 20th position. And he's probably a couple of laps down, too. Yeah, he's showing 2 laps down at the moment. Paul Bajanic still in 1st place, and there's your leader, David Carrillo's coming down pit road, and Paul Bajanic's also following him down on the pit road, so he will give up the lead. Where is Harold Rothery at? Where is Harold Rothery's already, he just pitted. He's exiting pit road. He's currently in the 19th position. Let's look. Is he on the lead lap or not? Harold Rothery, no, he's showing a lap down as well. And more drivers are pitting in here. And of course, folks are going to cycle around Harold Rothery at the moment. Now he remains 1 lap down. His teammate Ashton Rice, she's in that lead once again. She's about 6 seconds ahead of the 13 there, Clay Rice. Yeah, 6.1 seconds there. I'm just double checking what the iRacing graphic is showing versus my timing and scoring. My timing and scoring on my computer is working fine, but the overlay is just acting up, so I can't put that up on the screen for you tonight. So I just put up the iRacing overlay so you can still see what each driver's doing down there in the bottom of the screen. And see the driver's name and what position they're in. And let's go find, let's see, where is Harold Rothery? He's still in the 7th, now he's in 17th position, but I don't believe he's on the lead lap. And where is Paul Bajanic's behind him in 18th? That pit stop put him a lap down, I'm pretty sure. Paul Bajanic, yeah, he's 1 lap down. Andy Kosalova is, where is that? Oh, Andy Kosalova is 20th. Yeah, because we saw him do a 4-tire stop. So that definitely put him at the back of the field. So I tell you, these guys, they are really soldiering along here. We're on lap 85. So we're really getting into it now. Ashton Rice continues to lead. And let's see where some of the teammates are. Let's see, where's Mike Berg? That's John Casaza's teammate. He's currently running in the 12th position. Now, that's not a battle for position, him and Andy Casalova, but he's having a good run there. Let's see, Dave Kamer. Dave Kamer, he did not make the race. That's Paul Bajanic's teammate. Paul's in the race, but his teammate didn't make the race. But Paul's not having the greatest of nights. In that 18th position, I believe 1 lap down. So he is just racing along here. And Andy Casalova, his teammate Tony Gardner, where is Tony at? Tony's up there in the 7th position. Not too bad considering now Andy, he was 20th, now he's 19th because Oliver Stevens just came in the pit. So that moved Casalova up to the 19th position, but his teammate is really helping him out here tonight. And for those of you that may be new to the broadcast, the way that works is, every human driver has an AI teammate. So whatever points his teammate gets, the human driver, they get those bonus points added to their score. And so it's a situation like if you don't make the cut for the feature race, your teammate does, he can still score points for you, or vice versa. Of course, it's a perfect situation. You definitely you'd like to have both you and your teammate in the feature race, so you can get as close to maximum points as possible. That's always the preferred choice there. Well, let's see, who did we talk? Oliver Stevens. He's running 20th, and Ron didn't make the cut. So but yet Oliver Stevens, he'll still get more than his teammate Ron Walters because of the fact that he did make the feature race. Brian Rainville, the number 17 car, he's in the 10th position. Ron didn't make the cut. John Casaza didn't make the cut, and Paul Smith did not make the cut. And that's Paul's teammate, Brian Rainville. So he's definitely helping Paul out tonight. Because that way, if a human driver doesn't make the cutoff, he's got some way of getting some points still. And Ashton Rice, she continues to lead right on along. She's fighting through that traffic. But so far, so good for Ashton Rice. And we'll go ahead. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Hanks Hardware 145 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, we're back here on lap 98, riding on board here with Harold Roth. We're currently in the 16th position. And boy, I tell you, that spin he had, we didn't get a chance to see it on the replay exactly what happened, but man, that was a costly spin for Harold Rothley. What could have been? That is what put him on the back foot, got him a lap down, and now he's just fighting to try to work his way up the order. He's 1 lap down at the moment in that 16th position. And I tell you, I know Harold probably is just kicking himself right now. Just that he had a golden opportunity, and he probably would have never thought that his teammate Ashton Rice would be leading the race. I mean, talk about having an opportunity for maximum points, you and your teammate finishing 1-2. You can't get any better than that on any race night. And But unfortunately, that will not come to pass here tonight at Myrtle Beach. Down the order, Brian Rainville, he's now in that 10th position. Mike Berg a little further back. I believe he was 10th a little earlier, but now he's down to 11th, battling with the 36. He actually just won a lap down. He's your leader, Ashton Rice, putting the 45 a lap down. Good to see both of them in the feature race, the 49 and the 45. Both missed the cutoff the last couple of races. David Carrillo back there battling the 45 for position. Look a little further back down the order now. We saw, where's Paul Bajanic at? He's in the 17th position. He's right behind Harold Rothery. And we've got Chris Page coming down on pit road. So that's going to move everybody up the order one spot, whoever's behind him. And Paul Bajanic's been having a pretty, in a way, he's been having a pretty quiet race. He hasn't been in a lot of he's like kind of in this no man's land. He's who's in front of him right now? He's got actually Chris Page was in 16th. Paul Bajanic just moved in the 16th position because Chris Page is on pit road, and I think he's just making his way back out. So he lost that position to Paul Bajanic, so that puts Paul up into the 16th position. Harold Rothery is running 15th at the moment. And let's see, Andy Kosilova, I think I heard him say earlier tonight he was wondering how he was going to run tonight, and maybe he hasn't had a lot of practice time at this track, and he's just having it's one of those nights for him as well. Kosilova currently in that 18th position, so he's just kind of soldiering along, and he's close to going a lap down himself. You see the 45 there, Mike Berg, right behind him. He's struggling to stay on the lead lap. The leader, Ashton Rice, is coming up behind both of them, and she's fixing to put both of them a lap down. 45 there, Mike Berg, struggling to stay on the lead lap. Now, John Casazza is jumping up and down, cheering him on there. Come on, stay up there. He's fighting hard to stay up there. He's holding off Ashton so far. Now he's not battling with Kosilova, but he's definitely battling to stay on that lead lap for sure. Ashton Rice in the second position there. Clay Rice is quite a ways back there now. A little ways to go before he gets up there. Terrell Rice still running in the third spot. Nigel Patterson is running fourth. The field is definitely kind of, all the lap cars are kind of spread in and throughout the field, mixed up with the cars that are on the lead lap. There with Paul Bajanic, he's in the 16th position, but he's not on the lead lap. Right now, we're only showing 4 cars on the lead lap, tell you the truth. Ian Sudal, he's running 5th. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. Ian Sudal, he's running in at 6th. I take that back. Actually, it's more than that. It's actually Mike Berg is the one who's on the tail end of the lead lap. I take that back. Mike Berg, he's managing to stay ahead of Ashton Rice. So we have we've got 10 cars that are on the lead lap at the moment. That's not a battle for position, Mike Berg and Andy Kosilova, but Mike Berg definitely wants to get on down the road and stay ahead of Ashton Rice. Where is Ashton's teammate, Harold Rothery? There he is. He's not too far behind all of that. In fact, there he is right there, and his teammate's pitting right now, and that's going to put Harold Rothery. Is that going to put him on the lead lap? She's pitting here on lap 114. Ashton Rice down on pit road. She's coming in. Clay Rice also coming down pit road. And Harold Rothery coming around. They still have yet to get to their pit box. So we'll see his position. So, yep, he's already on the towards the back end of the lead lap. But he is back on the lead lap now, and everybody, and Koslova's still a lap down, and I don't know if he's going to, if that's going to help him or not, because by the time she's already on her way, in fact, Ashton Rice is already exiting pit road, so that didn't help Andy Koslova. He remains one lap down. He's still a couple of positions from the lucky dog position, but that gives us right now. That gives us 13 cars on the lead lap. That would be Kevin Bobbitt. He's on the tail end of the lead lap, battling for the 12th spot there with the number 25 there, Matt Holden. Hal Rothery now just outside the top 10. Now, of course, his teammate Ashton Rice, now she pitted, so that obviously put her a lap down. She's one lap down in the 16th position. We're on lap 118. So, you know, I'm sure he's not happy to see her go a lap down and stuff, but you know, at least she's in the race. She's in the feature race. That's the main thing. And at the rate we're going right now, he's going to break that. He's going to break that tie between him and Paul Smith for that third position. And Paul Bajanic, he's running. Paul Bajanic right now. Where is Paul? Paul is he's in the 14th position. So his teammate did not make the cut for the feature race. So this, in a weird kind of way, this could actually turn out to be a good night for Harold Rothery, points-wise, because Andy Koslova, oh, careful there, Harold, because Andy Koslova is down in the 18th position, and now Koslova, his teammate did make the feature race. In fact, his teammate is running in the third position, Tony Gardner. That's Andy Koslova's teammate. But I think this may help put Harold Rothery into second place. We'll have to get all the numbers crunched for the points after the fact. Oh, and he's, you know, trying to move the 45 of Mike Berg out the way. And the thing about those AI cars, you got to be careful trying to rub with them there a little bit, because they do not give an inch, and you really have to learn how to race with them. And if you try to rough them up too much, you might end up putting yourself into the wall. But right now he's on the tail end of Andy Koslova. Koslova already a lap down, and he's got Mike Berg right behind him. So he's trying to drive underneath the 93. That's not for position. Koslova knows that's not his race. He's down in the 18th spot. And boy, look at the marbles that are building up on the outside of the track. It's really going to get treacherous out there if somebody would unfortunately go out there. Is my mic even working? I swear my mic acts like it's not even doing anything. But I think after this race, I'm gonna give my computer another overhaul, try to figure out what's going on. I've done so much stuff trying to reset stuff, and it's like a never-ending challenge. Good old computers, gotta love them. Joel Rice, he continues to lead ever since his sister pitted. Ashton Rice, she's in that 16th spot. We're on lap 127. Let me see if I can at least get my lap counter up going here so that we can see that. If it decides, oh, I didn't want all that stuff to come up. Put that down. Let's just bring up the lap counter. There we go. Yeah, we're on lap 130. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we're not going to go by that. It's saying lap 30 of 145. And but iRacing is saying we're on lap 29, so we're not gonna worry about that overlay tonight, because it's obviously doing something weird. And until we can get things figured out, if this is how we got to do it, then this is just how we'll do it. But Ashton Rice continues to race along there, and let's go back here. This is Paul Bajanic. He's in the 14th position. And like I said, Paul, boy, I tell you, old Paul's been having a lonely race out there tonight. He really has. Which, I mean, have we had any cautions? I don't even think we've had a caution. It's just been, so knock on wood, it's been flag to flag so far. And see Harold Rothery right there behind him. And I think that, who is that? I can't tell exactly who that is. I think that might be the 31, possibly, right behind him. Yeah, that's the 31 of Nigel Patterson. And I thought that was Harold Rothery, the green car back from that other camera angle, because they both have a similar paint scheme. Looking at it from a rear shot there, it looked the same. Harold Rothery now into the 7th position. Harold Rothery moving on up the order. Man, I tell you, it's taken the good portion of the race, but trying to work up there, trying to get into that top 5 position as he comes around now. We're on lap 135 now. Terrell Rice just starting lap 135 right behind Harold Rothery there. There's Rice right there, and Rothery is like basically about a straightaway ahead of him. So right now he's on the lead lap, and your leader Terrell Rice has a lot of traffic to deal with. But Harold Rothery, I think he's got a lot of clean air ahead of him, so he can pretty much focus on his line for sure. And Paul Bajanic remains relatively clean air. He's got the who's that? They got the 67 of Sollenberger behind him. Now that is a battle for position. Paul Bajanic trying to hold on to that 14th position. Oh boy, 67 looking down on the inside. He's going to get him. Paul Bajanic not fighting too hard there. When was he? Paul Bajanic, when did he last hit? Paul Bajanic pitted on lap 81. So he went about, he only pitted, he pitted one time on lap 81. So I imagine he got, and he tapped the ball there a little bit. So I imagine he got 4 tires to take him to the end of the race. But he does drop back to that 15th position. Andy Kosilova, he's just been soldiering along tonight. It's been a long night for the 93 driver there, running in that 18th position. Somebody's coming down on pit road. Kevin Bobbitt, he's making his way in. Nigel Patterson also coming down on pit road. Now that's going to move some things up a little bit. Now that'll help Harold Rothery. A couple of 2 or 3 drivers coming in. That's going to move him up a few positions. Now he's up to the 6th position, now 5th, as he goes by the cars that are on pit road. Bobbitt's already making his way out, but Bobbitt's down in 19th position anyway. So now Harold Rothery is on or in the top 5, running 5th. He pitted on lap 79. It was a 12-second stop, so he might have just gotten tires to take him to the end of the race here. And I guess the main thing is, does he have enough fuel on board? Hopefully he's got enough fuel on board where he doesn't have to stop again. Terrell Rice, Tony Gardner, and Ian Sudal is coming down on pit road, so that's going to give Harold Rothery another position. As he's making his way down pit road, and there's Harold Rothery. He will move up into that 4th position. Well, I tell you what, it's weird how they kind of traded places. Harold Rothery, now he's running in the 4th spot. His teammate Ashton Rice is in the 12th position, and she's actually chasing Paul Bajanic. That's a battle for position. And your leader, Terrell Rice, coming down on pit road. That moves Tony Gardner into the lead. Tony Gardner, that will help out Andy Kosilova. He needs all the help he can get right now because he's pretty much at the other end of the field. But that will also move Harold Rothery. I think that'll move him into 3rd once he comes around here. Terrell Rice hasn't got to his pit box just yet. So, yeah, did that move him up? I thought that was going to move him into 3rd, but he's still showing in the 4th position. And are we under? We must have a caution. No. What's going on here? Why did we? I don't even see green. I don't see any yellow lights. So, oh, you know what? We're at lap 46. I've been having so much fun. And the race is over. And that was and it was Tony Gardner who ended up winning the race there. And I'm so busy, man. I'm ready. I didn't even want to stop here. Terrell Rice came in second. Sir Oliver was third. And Harold Rothery ended up in that fourth position and fought his way all the way up there and just barely missing the podium. But that's okay because we're going to get him up here into the we're going to get some of these guys up into the booth to interview them anyway. Let me move Harold up here to the interview booth. Move him and Paul Bajanic. I'll move him and Paul Bajanic and Andy Kosalova up there as well. And we're going to go ahead and interview those guys, and we're going to hop on down there now. Okay, folks, we're down here with your three human drivers that first of all, managed to make the race, and we got Harold Rothery finishing in that fourth position. Paul Bajanic finished in 10th, and Andy ended up in the 15th position there. Hey, Harold, we got a copy.
Yeah, Tony, I got you, bud.
Boy, I tell you, this was kind of a rough race here tonight, wasn't it?
Wow. I tell you, I was just trying to survive out there.
Man.
And that last pit stop, I took tires, put some brake bias in the rear, and I had to shoot for the front. So I was trying to get Sarah, but I just couldn't. I needed one more lap. I was past her for third.
And man,
it was survival.
Yeah, and I was having so much fun just watching the race. The race was over. I didn't even realize the race was over, and I was looking for some more laps and stuff, you know. But I tell you, man, that was.
We didn't need no more laps.
No more laps.
Well, I tell you, man, that was good effort by you guys. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to my wife as usual. We made it back up to fourth place, which third loser, I guess. But shout out to mom and dad. Shout out to Carol. She's watching. She's a new viewer up at the lake, and she enjoys watching this. So shout out to everybody, and we'll see you next week. Shout out to you for doing a hell of a job out there. All the teammates. These guys are a good group of guys. I hate it for the three guys that didn't make it. Paul, Ron, and Casaza. But, you know, they just got to get faster. They got to go back to the shop and get faster. So we'll see you next week.
And ironically enough, you and John's teammate both made it into the feature race. So how about that?
Oh, right. Where'd Ashton?
She finished 11th. So
okay,
yeah.
So we were both in it. We both finished.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah, there you go, man. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see you next week, and good luck, Nick.
All right, see you, man.
Hey, Paul, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, man. I tell you, what did you think of this track?
It was tough. Very tough. My one arm's bigger than the other already. But like I said, it was tough, and just to make the race was tough. So after you made the race, it was a little better, but it was definitely tough.
10-4. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember. We actually ran here in season 1. But
yes, I remember the rumble strips.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah.
You can't forget them things. Those things
Those
are
more
huge.
like craters than rumble strips.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
Yeah, they can be a little treacherous, man. But I tell you.
Airborne.
Yeah, man, I tell you. Well, I guess you worked up an appetite for an In-N-Out burger now, though, huh?
Amen. Always. You don't even have to do anything for that.
There you go. Hey, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Harold's wife, Harold's mom and dad, the new chick up at the camp, the guys that didn't make it, and everybody else that we raced with, man. They're all cool dudes, and you for putting this on, and just everybody else who's checking it out. Come join us.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations on surviving the race. We'll see you next week.
All right, man.
Hey, Andy, you got a copy?
Yeah, Tony, how you doing?
Man, I tell you, you had a rough race there tonight, man. Good grief.
Yeah, then I knew that I wasn't fast, so in the beginning I was kind of trying to just hang on to it take it easy, and then we had that one caution. So I was like, okay, well, I'll put in fuel here, and I should be able to make it to the end on just one more stop, and I did. But it seems like nobody else took 4 tires. If any, they took 2. I took 4. And considering I was just going to roll around there and be slow anyway, I should have just taken probably no tires and come out earlier, maybe just 2 or something, and been a lot closer. But so wasn't good being a lap down, but I was hoping that more people were going to have to pit, and I was going to be farther up there, but taking those tires was a bad idea.
Yeah, okay. Taking all 4 of them, you mean?
Yeah, definitely taking all 4 was bad. So,
Damn.
you know, it is what it is.
Oh,
2
yeah.
2 bad weeks, but I think my AI guy won the race, so.
Yes, he did, Tony Gardner. So, yeah, your teammate
So,
definitely helped you out there tonight. And anybody want to give a shout out to?
No, just want to thank you and you for putting everything on, and the other guys I raced with for being clean and having a good time.
10-4, guys. Well, go rest your arms and stuff, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, man. All right.
All right, then. See you guys.
All right.
Okay, folks. Wow. Well, that will do it here tonight, folks. And I tell you, that was a difficult race for sure. And let's go ahead and let's bring up the final results here, so we can get those up on the screen for you. And Tony Gardner, that's Andy Costello's teammate, he won the race here tonight. Well, race second, Sarah Oliver third. Harold Rothery got that 4th position, and you see Paul Bajanic came in 10th, and Andy Costello, he hung in there, managed to claw his way up to a 15th position finish. And so everything is always, as long as you're moving forward, that's definitely progress there for sure. So now they're going to all take a breather now, and we'll be heading to Nashville Fairgrounds next week for the high-speed streetwear 185. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.